Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Zach, otherwise known as Poppy Syntax, and today has been a great day. The sun's setting, it's a beautiful, cool afternoon and the birds are, as always, chirping. I had a very successful day at work and I came home to make rum balls. If you're not Australian, that might sound strange, but they are delicious and commonly eaten over Christmas time. Due to 2020, everyone's decided Christmas is starting in November, so I thought I'd jump on that train. I will insert a photo here if they turned out okay. It's just something fun to take into the office, nothing I'll be binging on, thank goodness. But this video is going up for two reasons. The first is the topic of the video, which is Chantel's video, Comfort Classics. Homemade meatloaf and tater tots mukbang that went up about an hour ago as of recording. The second reason is because I was all pumped to do Miss Amberlynn Reid's day 2. And it didn't happen. So I have her on my Down Under schedule, usually about 5 a.m, 6 a.m. is kind of her upload slot. So she hasn't updated all day for me. So we'll see where Jenny Craig is in a day or so. But with all of that being said, thank you to all of my new subscribers and everyone who enjoyed the last video. I really appreciate the comments, and I do try to keep the discussion going on my videos. So with all that being said, let's get into this video. As always, we are sped up, and here we go.
Hello, Foodie Beauty.
Hello.
Sam, what are you doing, Sam?
Oh, it's a cat on a counter. I am surprised.
Beezing as usual? Yes, you are. You smell like tomatoes.
Hey guys. Oh, the oven.
Look, I'm really, really glad that content made it in.
On time.
Meatloaf.
Hey guys, hey.
To preface this, and my apologies, I do stop and talk a lot. It's what I do is react. I don't make meatloaf often. I've literally cooked it one time, and that was in the last month or so. And I did it wrong because I used super lean, like 2% fat turkey mince. The flavors were nowhere near where they needed to be, and I did like a layer of like a chickpea puree on top because I didn't have any sweet potato, which is what the recipe called for. I didn't enjoy it. I can think of much better ways to take that food and cook it in a different way. So perhaps I'm missing out on a beef meatloaf, but it is not a thing that was in my my diet growing up, and it's not a thing in my diet as an adult. So panko crumb, soup in a box. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's right. I did not make it this way. Ketchup and Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire.
Hey. What you heard there was my oven being preheated to 370 degrees. And I'm going to make my meatloaf. Meatloaf is one of my favorite comfort foods, and Pete's, I think it's one of his favorite foods ever. And I'm just going to have this with some homemade french fries in my new deep fryer. Well, they're frozen french fries, but I'm going to fry them in my peanut oil in my new deep fryer.
Lot to unpack there. So, taking my note to say that when you call something house-made or homemade, it should be made in the home or house, not opened from a packet and put into whatever you're cooking it in. That is me being snobbish, but it is what the words mean, right? Second of all, she said deep fryer. So she now has a deep fryer as well as an air fryer. Why do you need these? Why do you need both? That's my question. I understand that like an air fryer doesn't do a great job, but having a deep fryer and an air fryer when you are super morbidly obese, problematic.
And we'll see what kind of side vegetables to have with it. But it's very simple, but it's very good. So I'm gonna put some Worcestershire sauce, some ketchup, a packet of onion soup mix, some panko, some black pepper, some eggs, and I'm not sure exactly how much ground beef this is. Like I said, I'm terrible with measurements. So
she has a scale, right? She has a no, that's Amber. She doesn't have a kitchen scale. I mean, just go buy one. I'm a firm believer that every kitchen should have a kitchen scale, regardless of whether or not you're counting what you're eating or whatever, purely because they are really useful when you are following recipes.
I'm just showing you how
Also,
I make it.
I'm a big believer in the imperial system going away and everyone just moving over to metric, because I so hate converting American / imperial, because I understand it's not just America, but it is primarily them, recipes over to metric, because the metric system makes sense.
But it's not really a tutorial or recipe you follow along in a way, because I don't really measure my things, like I said. I can try to start doing that, but today I think I'm gonna...
I would love you to, Chantal, if you measured things and then put up, like on the screen, how much of what you're including, and do this like an actual foodie beauty.
Put about 2 eggs.
Where's the beauty? No beauty.
But we'll see. I'll let you know. Anyway, let's get to.
Remember makeup?
All right, guys, this baby's ready to go in the oven. It is very heavy. I think it's probably about a 2-pound meatloaf. And I just put some ketchup.
Log of meat.
I put a little bit of Himalayan sea salt on the top, just a little bit.
I'll be interested to see what happens to this ketchup / tomato sauce for my Australian viewers. I'll be interested to see what happens with this in an oven, because it surely won't keep its moisture, right? It'll just like tack up, because the sugars in it won't, like the moisture will release from the sugar and it'll just be like a weird gummy top. Maybe not, we'll see.
And some ketchup here on the top. You can add as much as you like, or you can even omit the ketchup altogether. I'm sure everyone knows how to make meatloaf.
No.
If you don't, again, it's very, very simple,
Turkey
but
meatloaf,
it is a very
but
common, classic comfort food. So we're gonna put this in the oven, 375 degrees for about an hour.
This is like to the level of pop culture-ism as a sloppy Joe, if I'm not mistaken. Again, we don't make, like, it, not a thing in my childhood, not a thing in my adult life.
And then we are going to pan fry some of the slices, fry up the French fries, and eat together. So, let's go.
Wait, so you bake the whole thing, and then you slice it, and then you pan fry it? So you're double cooking. I did not do that.
This is my new deep fryer. Has the lid.
Why?
And yeah, got it on minimum right now. Just draining my tater tots.
Why do you need this? Okay, so the majority of us know deep frying is not necessarily a healthy option when it comes to cooking alternatives. I don't particularly understand the science behind it all, but I do generally get that foods absorb the fat while it's also cooking. So essentially that's why your fried food stays greasy, because things like a carbohydrate or a fiber base will just absorb all of that oil, and it'll stay in there, and it'll be, you know, keep all the moisture in and crispy on the outside, but also kind of oily and salt, and we love that as humans. What drives... My housemate and I went through a really big clean out this year of everything we didn't need in our house. We had 2 rice cookers. Guess how many rice cookers we actually needed? 1. Not 2. We had a slow cooker that we got rid of. We had an ice cream soft serve machine that hadn't been used in 4 years. All of these appliances get used once or twice and then packed away. I honestly think that the same thing will happen to this deep fryer. Are you cooking at home every day on the deep fryer? Like, red flags, guys. Red flags.
Alright guys, so here it is, the finished product. All sliced up. It is very important to let it sit first for about 10 to 15 minutes.
So the sauce didn't completely dry out, but I don't understand the point. Like, if you wanted this flavor / moisture through the meat, wouldn't it be better just to stir it in with the meat to add flavor during the cooking process, instead of... Because you could just squirt ketchup on top. Like, does it add a texture thing? Please let me know if this is how everyone cooks a meatloaf.
And it is good to go. So let's plate this up and let's eat. Hey guys, hey!
Also, I understand that she's Canadian, not American, and there are differences, but there are also similarities. So my apologies if anyone took that incorrectly. I understand she is Canadian.
Hey, how are you? How are you? Welcome to another video.
Stopping this here, just to make a mental note that this is a very beige plate. This is a very tan spread, is what it is. It's white and yellow and a little bit of reddish, and then some yellow and some red. It's a lot of that going on.
Today, I'm just gonna...
And corn. Why corn? Would you, like, could you put the corn in the meatloaf? Like, would that be more interesting? So that there's more flavor kind of going on? Or, like, is meatloaf strictly just meat? Okay. Because in mine, I added, like, zucchini and onion and garlic. And it was delicious. You know, well, it was okay.
Dinner with you guys. Something very low-key.
Special sauce. The Gatorade, why?
kind of video. I have a Gatorade.
Yeah, but why? Do you need more electrolytes? Or salt? Because that's essentially what Gatorade is.
Okay, so what I made for dinner, my meatloaf. I have an American-Canadian craft single on the meatloaf. Crispy tater tots in my new air fryer.
Nope.
Air fryer. In my deep fryer. And corn. I love corn. So I put a little bit of sea salt because it was unsalted.
She's being very soft today, guys. Sorry. Apologies. There's a big bowl of sauce too.
Good.
That's like, if I were to, and I understand perspective is like plays a part, but maybe that's a full cup of special sauce, like mayonnaise and tomato sauce or whatever. I'm not going to count this, primarily because the majority of the meal is actually home cooked, so I wouldn't hazard a guess, and based on whether or not that's a 30% fat or a 5% lean fat, I don't know. I'm going to assume it's 30% though.
I should have just got salted corn. And glorious gherkins.
The
Pickles are
gherkins.
back. Oh yeah, look at that. Jalapeno ranch. Not really spicy. This is good for people who don't like spice. And I mixed ketchup and mayo to make my own mayo cup.
That's like a cup of special
So
sauce.
let's have that.
Or Mary Rose, although that's got a slightly different ingredient.
This is a quick and easy everyday dinner.
This is a lot. This is a lot. Okay, guys, you've talked me into it. One moment. So, I'm back. I've done a generic coverage of what I think. God damn it, I forgot that. The Gatorade. Yeah, let's say it's a 20-ounce bottle. Sure. American. I don't know. So I've done a general MyFitnessPal coverage of what I think is the closest thing I can do. I really like doing this. It's up in the screen. Or to the side. I really like doing this because it's something that I do in my everyday, and sometimes things don't have barcodes and you go out and you don't have a scale, or you don't know what a portion looks like. So sometimes you do have to eyeball it, and it's not always going to be perfect, and there'll be a lot of difference, especially when it comes to weights and serving sizes, and that comes with time, but as humans we tend to err on the lower side, like we think things weigh less than what they actually do, so we can see kind of something that is 1 kilo and think, oh, that's probably like 750, 800, and we'll always round it to weird numbers, a thing that we do in our math brains. But looking at this, just what's on camera here, my eyes tell me it is over 2,000 calories. I'm not saying that it's too much for her to eat. I'm just saying it's a lot of food. It's a lot of food, a lot of calories, a very caloric dense meal to have in one sitting. And if we look, one moment again. Okay, sorry, again, I'm gonna spend some time and actually put together a document that will have all of this information for me. However, I wanted to look at Chantel's TDE, just to tell me how many calories she could kind of get away with per day. So I think she said previously she's 5'1", 5'2". I think that's right. And if it is, based on those details, living a sedentary lifestyle, her caloric requirement would be just under 3,000. Basal metabolic rate, which is essentially bedbound, would be 2,462 calories per day. So all of that being said, this, just what we're seeing in front of us here, would almost reach her basal metabolic requirement for the day, according to my eyes. Back to the video.
Depending how you eat. Let's try this. Eat a bite. Hot. Ow.
That was hot. Not in a Paris Hilton kind of way.
Ow, I said ow.
Yeah, why are you eating hot food? Just let it cool.
Where are you guys having dinner for dinner tonight?
Chicken and veg. Maybe a rumble if I feel like being naughty. Not being naughty, it's well within my calories today. I've barely eaten anything. I made some turkey taco mix, which was 2% turkey mince, tomato, black beans. Oh, no, she was going to let me go.
I'm not very talkative today.
I am. So black beans, a little bit of chili, some turmeric, no, not turmeric, cumin, onion, garlic, cook it all up in a pot, makes a really good taco filling, good by itself.
I was going to say something.
I'm sorry I interrupted you.
But I forgot. Anyway.
I'm glad I didn't interrupt.
If you like sour pickles, you will love the Glorious Gherkin pickles.
Not really a big fan of pickles. It's just
ice cold.
Why am Gatorade?
Yeah, I just don't really feel like myself today. And I don't know what it is, but sometimes instead of tomatoes, onion soup, I put the Clubhouse seasoning, meatloaf seasoning. You can put your own, but
salt and herbs and flavor, I guess.
I really like the flavor of those.
Okay, work. Well, for dinner tonight, I have options. I have chicken and veg. I have some leftover turkey taco mix.
Deep fry is a game changer.
Lots of broccoli. I'm very excited.
Seriously.
Why is it a game changer though? Tell me. I'm assuming this means because
Not
it's
as healthy, obviously, as air frying.
so good.
But for the amount I'm eating, like, you know.
For the amount you're eating, why do you
enjoy
have
it the way I like it?
Oh dear. Here, okay. Enjoy the 2,000 calories the way you like it. Goodness, it's more than I eat in a day and a half. Crazy.
Really hot, but very good. Meatloaf is one of those things that I crave along with other comfort foods once in a while. Like, what are the comfort foods you crave? I crave like spaghetti dinner, meatloaf dinner, shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie is a good one. I'm down for a shepherd's pie.
Beef stew.
Stews, I don't have the patience for. Because in Australia it gets
Lasagna.
very hot and leaving something on the stove for hours just heats up the house too much. Good for winter.
I've never made cabbage rolls.
It's a cabbage roll.
It looks like it would be a pain in the butt trying to get the cabbage to cooperate. You know?
I'm unfamiliar with the cabbage roll. Is it like a
Preparing the cabbage. I don't know.
cabbage soup? I'm down for.
Grilled cheese and tomato soup is another thing I crave.
I don't understand that combination.
What do you guys crave?
Very an American thing. Well, I try not to give in to my cravings now.
Some of you are from other countries.
Yes, Australia. Currently my go-to crave is popcorn.
Be interesting to see what kind of comfort foods
Comfort food.
exist in other countries.
Popcorn. Anything that I can get away with nutritional
Oh.
yeast, because it gives me like a cheesy flavor without being too calorie dense. Make a really good yogurt, a nice cream yogurt, which I'll be showing off in December.
Oops.
I don't know. I've gotten pretty comfortable with chicken and vegetables. That's my, or just protein and vegetable.
I really can't think of any story times. Like,
then why are we doing this mukbang?
I've done a lot of story time.
It's true. I'm only here because Amber's not here today.
In my older mukbang videos, and I mean, I know I've done more.
And there was cooking in this.
And more has happened, but either I can't remember it right now. Like sometimes an event will trigger a memory, or I'm just like drawing a blank.
You could tell the same story again. Your audience has changed quite heavily, I'd say, over the last 3 years, so.
Maybe comment some things you'd want me to talk about.
Jeez. Alright. Just your life. How's it going? Any improvements? Any plans?
The cutest little bird, like this big, flew on my window today. And its head was like, my cats were freaking out.
Yeah, we have birds everywhere. They're just outside the window. Great. They're noisy, but I like them. Sometimes they land on the awnings, say good morning. Magpies, cockatoo.
I love pickles.
Rainbow lorikeets are a few of them. Ibises, also known as bin chickens, down under. Whew. Man, maybe I need to do a mukbang.
I like the glazed ketchup.
Yeah, ew. Just that texture. Like gummy candy.
Mac and cheese too.
Oh yeah, do like a mac and
good.
cheese. I miss pasta sometimes. And cheese. And there's no real alternative for it.
Comfort food. So I was looking at Torrid.
Oh good, more shopping. Actually, no, I'm here for fashion. Do it.
And they have some like Christmas stuff out. And they have like that Betsy Johnson line.
Okay.
But I was looking at the clothes and I'm like, they didn't have that much stuff. And there was only like maybe 1 or 2 things I thought were cute.
So buy,
like super expensive.
if you want them, buy them.
So
Well, if you need them, buy them. That's a different argument.
I don't know if I'll be getting anything from there, guys.
I have a few. I have like 1 or 2
I did want the
cute Christmas things, but it's not.
red kind of like plaid pants, but they were out of. They only had like 3 2X. So
Yeah, I have like 5 pairs of pants that I just consistently
they were sold out of the
try to live frugally.
bigger sizes last I checked anyway. So
There's green Tabasco in the background. Nice.
I don't know
I don't know either.
how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
But I'll have a look at some other things, maybe do a haul.
Okay. A haul of what? Not
I really want to be like a cozy sweater person, you know? But honestly,
it's winter.
I find that sweaters are too hot.
As a morbidly obese individual, I also ran hot. So I understand this. And when you're conscious
if you have a coat.
showing off things, that can be really hard.
Well,
So I forever wore jeans, regardless of how sweaty it made me. I still do, sometimes. I'm okay with my legs now,
this is
though.
really good. I know I look tired. I don't have any makeup on.
And yet you decided to film this. Okay.
You think I'm gonna get ready to do a video for you guys? I'm kidding.
I don't think you need to get ready. I think just don't draw attention to the fact that you're not. I'm back.
I know there's a healthier way to get electrolytes, but
It is electrolytes, though.
I have a case of Gatorade I bought a little while ago. And
Why? Why does she have a case of Gatorade?
you know,
It's not
I'm trying to drink it slowly but surely.
Not something you like go and pick up at the store. Like, is it? Strange.
I can wrap that, put it in the fridge.
I'll pause this because I haven't paused in a while. The only thing I have ever used Gatorade for in the past is a hangover. That's it. So, and definitely not fruit punch. It's always blue flavored. Because that's the name of the flavor. It's blue.
There's a leftover meatloaf. Just waiting for Pete's.
Cool.
Make him some french fries. Yum.
Yeah, didn't she say she was making fries, but she ended up making tots?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
It's one of those things that's just like so easy. But so good, like comfort food kind of thing. So.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, you can make meatloaf too with like any ground meat, you know? Excuse me.
Recommend against turkey and zucchini.
Ground turkey.
Wasn't great. It was okay.
If you're wanting a lower fat content.
Yeah, 2%.
Even
No,
extra
don't.
lean
Go
beef.
for the 5 or the 10, whatever you can get. Not 2. It's real dry.
If I'm using like extra lean beef, it's like it's too dry.
Yeah, so it was
You know what I
30%.
mean? So
Called it.
Yeah. Anyways. I guess that's about it. Kind of a boring video. It's even gonna be boring to edit. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna bore them to death.
Why did you upload it?
I just
Money.
don't really know. I need to plan more videos, like more time warps and stuff like that. You guys like those videos?
Yeah! I really like them.
And
The Disney one was poppin'.
more try on hauls. I'm gonna end up with so many clothes.
You don't need a haul.
I guess it's not a bad thing, but
I know it's hard during COVID, and we're very fortunate down under that the majority of our stores have reopened. I understand, being a bigger individual, it might be difficult to find clothes in places like secondhand stores and op shops, but that might be an interesting piece of content for her to go around and try and find secondhand, or try and find on, online marketplaces or whatever, try and find things that are used. And maybe that could be, if she's worried about spending money and she's worried about like ending up with all these clothes, maybe she could do a buy swap sell, car boot sale situation and get some new stuff that is secondhand. I understand that that's kind of a iffy thing with quarantine, but there are ways around it.
But yeah, I like having more clothes because it's like what am I gonna wear today? And then I'll go through my drawers and I'll be like, oh yeah, I have this shirt. Like, you know what I mean? I'll be all happy.
I had 2 cupboards full of clothes. Yeah. And it wasn't, oh yay, or what am I going to wear today? I still wore the same 3 things. And the reason why I held on to those clothes and I didn't throw them out until later was because I thought I would get myself back into them after I grew out of them. I held on to clothes for like 3-4 years. Anyway.
Wearing a new PJ shirt. It says love in my
Good
PJ
graphic
pants I
tee.
wore in the Halloween party because they're so comfortable. I'm gonna order some more pajama pants because honestly I live in those like when I'm not going out.
What about some black ties?
Anyways, yeah, I guess that's it. I just feel really low energy, but I wanted to come on here. I wanted to do a video for you guys because I don't know. I need to check in with you guys, give you something. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and work on some ideas for themed videos, and you let me know in the comments stuff you want me to talk about.
Upload 3 days a week.
And stuff like that.
1 vlog week. If you want to keep
And
mukbangs,
I guess
that's
it.
fine. One
So
themed,
thank
whatever.
you for watching
Nice.
this video, and I will see you in the next one.
Oh.
Bye guys.
Oh, bye, Chantel. Okay. Well, guys, that was that was pretty depressing. Not gonna lie. Wasn't greatly entertaining. She was very softly spoken. She didn't really have anything interesting to say. I feel like I ran the conversation for the most part there. Which is fine. And yeah, we've figured out some math, which I will again show on the screen in regards to what I think that that meal was comprised of. And yeah, and that's it. Sorry that wasn't super interesting from either of our ends. I'm apologizing for Chantel here. No, I'm not. I'm just apologizing for me. But hopefully, fingers crossed, Amber will come back tomorrow and have a day 2. I don't know. Tell me in the comments if you got this far, what we think is going to happen with Miss Reed. And as always, I appreciate everybody, your opinions, your comments, and your eyeballs. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.